Too many times I told you, stop playing with me, go play with your dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I'm way too busy to hate on a bank account, look like she banking on tips. I came up from nothing, was laying on and sleeping in bundles and paying no rent. Everyone loves you when fame don't exist. When I made $1 million, they said it, I switched. My watch is too pricey, my chain is on lit. My diamonds are icy, I'm skating on this. Skating like Gretzky back in the 80s and running from 12, but that isn't Brady. But that doesn't faze me, I keep to myself if that's what it takes me. The day that you play me, it be the same day me and Jennifer Lopez announced. Yeah, having some twins, there's 2 in the bag. You want the fame, but you wouldn't last. The difference between me and you is you trash. I'm really 100, you're doing too bad. Look, if I'm at a 10, then you like a 2. If you was a 10, then I'd be 200 divided by 2. I'm too good at math. Look, they got me started, I'm back on my nigga and shit. I thought about for practice, like I've been auditioning. Cut it off, but she started a bigger one. Cut it, they use when they open the business and cut the red ribbon with. I'm ignorant. Too many times I told these, stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't wanna hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you.
Welcome to a special episode of NBA2K25.
I've been waiting on this. Devil in the booth, I'm sitting on this. Don't touch the stove, I'm begging on this. I'm Freddie, I'm Mike, I'm Chucky, I'm jizzing on this. You shaking on this, got some for hating on this. Look, all my celebrity crushes I already. Be mad cause I did it already. You can tell me, what I want, you can give me. Got plenty of Benjis, but now it's more money, more problems. I should've listened to Biggie, and this type of living is not for beginners. You kinda losers do not make try to be cool, but I'm not for the rock, paper, I keep it like rock, paper, scissors. I made the decision, not their decision. I'm not gonna listen to rappers who sound like a record, but no, you did not. Only way you gonna get to it. Even if you made it to the bottom of the page, try to climb it to the top, you know I'm not. Always wonder how I did it. Too many times I told you, stop playing with me. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got dreams. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread and things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. Wait, I've been waiting on this. Devil in the booth, I'm sitting on this. I'm begging on this. I'm Freddie, I'm Mike, I'm Chucky, I'm jizzing on this. You shaking on this, got some for hating on this.
Extra green up in my pocket, look like spinach. I put shopping, you took her to Chrome Palace. It only took me one car, got a man. This boyfriend put me for a show. I'm rocking white and gold, it look like I got time. Water coming in and out, it never was a drop. The opposition that's tripling that out.
We have more interactives and
oh my God, girl, is that YBS Village? He's so fine.
Ay, run, they check on my brother. Nigga, I stutter. Shawty just love me on scene, yeah, she want another. I ain't no sucker. Got these girls be like me. Make mad, they wanna fight me. I'm a heavy hitter, don't you be lightly. On my gossip, Bruce on my teeth. I'm tryna get my deal before my EDD run out. I ain't saying if they ain't talking about them out. Be like on the shade room. YBS coin, that's it, that make the trade boom. For real, can't wait for my to hit. That's it. YBS way too hot for all this. Be lit. You know what I mean? Speaking that fact. Oh, I'm the voice. On my end, can't turn my back. Never had no choice. I'm the young black king on the come up. They come up. And when I drop my the charts gon' go up. Go up. If the label let me drop, I swear the industry some ops. And when I get that label money, I'm getting it, but you know that's a cop. I'm tryna get my deal before my EDD run out. I ain't saying if they ain't talking about them out. Be like on the shade room. YBS coin, that's it, that make the trade boom. For real, can't wait for my to hit. That's it. YBS way too hot for all this. Be lit. You know what I mean? Speaking that fact. Oh, I'm the voice. On my end, can't turn my back. Never had no choice. Okay, mama, I'ma do the dishes. I'm praying on my knees. I have some wishes that know the name, that got the fame. And even with no else, I'm cruising in my lane. I'm tryna get my deal before my EDD run out. I ain't saying if they ain't talking about them out. Be like on the shade room. YBS coin, that's it, that make the trade boom. For real, can't wait for my to hit. That's it. YBS way too hot for all this. Be lit. You know what I mean? Speaking that fact. Oh, I'm the voice. On my end, can't turn my back. Never had no choice.
Ay, it's duck season. Only pop out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check by my demon. Yeah, hey, I'll pop out.
We are in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we get ready for this interconference contest right here. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Williamson with the bounce pass. Here's Messi. That one's in, his first shot this game. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
And that one drops.
Well, the great length and the great size of the backcourt, LaMelo Ball continues to improve as an interior scorer.
Just 4 to shoot. Murray, no good. Ball feeling it out a bit. Pelicans with the rebound.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
With the size he brings to the guard position, you love to see LaMelo assert himself down low.
Shoots from the right block, and it's Williamson missing.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Now he's concerned about a lot of things, but in particular, he's worried about how to deal with DeJounte Murray. Coach said he's an opportunist in transition. Everybody's got to get back after a miss, or he'll eat us alive. Sounds like the same thing we've heard from other coaches. Guys?
Thank you, David. Williamson outside. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte leading by 5. Over in the corner, Green. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
They kick it out to Green. Back to Ball. And stolen by Murray. Here's Olynyk. They get the rebound. Pass to Messi. Bridges with the steal. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Now this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That's 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
McCollum outside. Here's Messi. Shoots from the corner. Bridges with the board.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Ball no good. Now here's Olynyk. No scoring in this one. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 12-3 run. Pass to Bridges. There's the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Hornets leading by 7. Here's Green. Lets it go from deep. And again, the Hornets missing. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
In for Charlotte, number 11, Yusuf Nurkic.
Outside, Ball. Bridges, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
That will count. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Miller with a wide open look. And it's the Hornets another three.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His three-point stroke is exactly what you want in a win. And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Here's Ball. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And he lays it straight in. Ball's got 11 points.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Down low, Bridges. Back to Green. Charlotte moving it around. Pass to Nurkic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Bridges. Here's Green. Outside, Ball. Now Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screening. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense. He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Out to Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Bridges got 6.
I tell you, the ability to act quickly, to get your shot up as soon as you make the catch, that's beautifully done by Bridges.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Ball with a wide open look. And another three for Charlotte.
What an electrifying game by LaMelo Ball. Is anyone more exciting than this young guy?
And for Charlotte, number 2, Grant Williams.
Outside, Ball. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Alvarado with it. Nothing on the board. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. And here's Charlotte. It's been 13 unanswered points for him. Hey, DB, we don't see a lot of them, but from what you have seen and heard, what can the Charlotte Hornets do better to improve their overall game?
Well, I think one of the things you have to look at is what are they doing successfully on the offensive end? What are their weaknesses? One of the weaknesses is drawing fouls and getting opportunities at the free throw line. To me, Kev, the best teams do a good job of getting easy points, whether in transition or at the charity stripe.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 14. Here's Diabate. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
I tell you, the vision is simply special. LaMelo Ball toys with the defense, creates easy opportunities for his teammates.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. That'll be a 5-second call.
Charlotte ball.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Over to the wing. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Now here's Williamson. Scoreless thus far. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. They're making this a runaway.
The only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
For the Pelicans, number 13, Kelly Olynyk.
Ball up top. 14 points for him. .141 left to play in the first half. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. They kick it out to Green. Launches it. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Checking in for New Orleans, number 2, Herbert Jones.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bridges outside. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Charlotte shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And the technical free throw is good.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA. A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
1:02 left in the second quarter. Now, man. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. So it's the Hornets now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. .40 seconds left now here in the second. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And doors, a new era began in Charlotte after Michael Jordan's departure as owner in 2023.
And Kevin, with that ownership change, there's always a transition period. And it may take a while for the Hornets to find success. But there are some reasons for optimism, and you begin with the young point guard.
Here's man. That 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Count it.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Number 11, Yusuf Nurkic.
Here's man. He's got 5. Pass to Miller. There's the killer two-handed slam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. That'll be a 5-second call. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball. This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Man's got 10 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a...
to give us now, but keepsake to keepsake is a tough sound, a weak link. Deep fakes, give it up now, but meet fate. No metaphor in the form of food, it's real soul. Not getting credit for the culture, getting real old. Not too many things in life that I would for. Give it up, but give it up, I'm getting real close.
Congratulations. Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'll retire when I expire. I'm in the truck like a spare tire. Not a dragon, but I spit fire. Volcano heat, not no little old trenches. Looking at my life through different lenses. Like when my heart was full of vengeance. Not good, but bad intentions. Somehow the Lord kept me unharmed. Kept my head up under his arms. I had a cross for a charm. The chosen one when I was born. Bill Stevens, the proprietor. Wait for my company to get acquired. 200,000 strong. One day I'll have enough to buy my grandchildren home. Generational wealth. What you doing? Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations.
It's the Philadelphia 76ers. Here we go. Facing the Golden State Warriors. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Curry, good. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now, Maxey. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Getting up and finishing. Maxey leaving no doubt.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. He talked about the game plan for Joel Embiid. He told me Embiid might be the hardest matchup in the league. We just have to try to make things difficult on him and make him work for every point. We'll see if they're up to it, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Yep, it counts.
Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
Pass to Oubre. Outside, Maxey. Back to Embiid. Banked in off the glass. And it's 6 points for Joel Embiid.
Heads up on the money pass by Maxey. Great vision.
And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Oubre. And no good. Great tee that time from Green. And Curry has it in the corner. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Not just a jump shooter. Curry is so creative at figuring out little ways to score inside.
No good. Pass to Moody. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Inside. Here's Grimes. And he jams it with authority.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach and 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Oubre outside. Here's George. Pass to Grimes. Here's Oubre. 76ers moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Left side, George. For 3. Pajemski grabs the board. Warriors trailed by 4. Curry outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Substitution for your Warriors. Trace Jackson Davis.
And the 76ers with possession. Here's Maxey. 6 points for him. Oubre outside. Over to the wing. Here's Grimes. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Warriors making a switch here.
Coming onto the floor for your Warriors.
Here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Oubre pulls it in.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
So much strength from Embiid. It would take a special defender to slow him down.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Warriors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now Maxey takes a 3, and that one released in time, but no good. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Philadelphia.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Now, here's Maxey. Oubre outside. Back to Maxey. 6 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Shoots over Curry, and the shot falls short this time. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, showing that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Here's Kuminga. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at.
Oh, Embiid with the throwdown.
Yeah, there is no way to stop him. It has not been physically created a way to stop. His length, his massive hands, he can catch any lob.
And here is Curry. He has 5. He can't get it to go. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 6. Outside, Maxey. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And that one drops.
So tenacious. Maxey finds a way through.
Curry from deep three-point land. Rebound by the 76ers. Left side, Maxey. Pass to Grimes. This one for 3. Maxey, no good. Curry with it. Maxey covering. Healed outside. Back to Curry. The shake. That's good on the jump shot. Curry's got 7 points in the game. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Scoring close in. Hield is more than just a three-point gunner.
There's a good screen to the inside. Pass to Grimes. Hits it out to Maxey. The shot's good on the assist by George. 10 points for him.
Capitalizing from the mid-range. Maxey just taking what he sees and making it available.
Over in the corner, Kuminga. Back to Curry. Hit by Kuminga. Pulls from the top of the key. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
And George, here we go. The rebound by Baker. The Warriors trail. Driving to the basket. That ties it up. Jackson Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And then George with the jam.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
A fader. Rebound by the 76ers.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Poke loose. 9 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Curry can't get it to go. Here's Maxey. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 4. Live from Chase Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They lead by 4. Here's McCain. Pass to Grimes. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
And holding nothing back there, George gives the dunk his all.
Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bill.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Down low, there's Embiid. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's the Warriors with the ball. 6-point game. Curry buries the 3-shot.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
This third quarter, just over a minute play. Drummond the screen. Butler with the ball. Now Green defending. Here's Drummond. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 5.
A tall and powerful big, Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. So we'll see Stephen Curry go to the line right here. Andre Drummond picks one up. The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Here's Drummond, and he banks in the layup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors, trailing by 4. Curry always finds a way, this time inside.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you, he was just scratching the surface. He was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. I think we got the right guys. Kevin?
Well, you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. Should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
All the officials are all over that one.
The 76ers getting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
Back to Curry. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Pass to Drummond. The block.
This is the high-impact D we expect from Green, an intelligent defender who can find these blocks.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Podziemski with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Green. Shot clock at 6. It's Curry outside, and the Warriors miss again. Philadelphia leading by 7, and the basket by Gordon.
Assist from blocking foul called on first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
59 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Butler. Butler on the attack.
strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Pass to Spencer. A three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers lead. Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's Yabusele. Now Walker. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bona. Defended by Butler. Puts it up from 12.
And known as a defensive stopper, Butler is fantastic at coming up with the goods.
Substitution on the court.
9 seconds left here in the third quarter. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
The Warriors have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. 6 seconds left in the third. Here's Edwards. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And the 76ers lead by 8.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Warriors trailed by 8. Curry with him. Pass to Kuminga. Just 5 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass. Kuminga's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Warriors. Maxey looking it over. Here's Yabusele. To the middle. Here's Edwards. Pass to Bona. 76ers moving the ball around. Power down with both hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Curry. That's good.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Here's Maxey. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors trailed by 6. Kuminga goes in. And he uses the glass on the layup. Kuminga's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Frank, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
To the paint. There's Looney. Outside for Curry. Goes back up. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Pass to Bona. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 6.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Outside, Kuminga. Outside, Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The shot by Looney, no good. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. The rebound by Payton. And it's the Warriors with the ball. 6-point game. Launches a 3. And it's Bona with the rebound.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Back to Curry. Fires away from outside. The shot will not fall. The 76ers leading by 8. Maxey, no good. Pass to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Several teams changing it up here. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Nobody stopping Embiid on the break there.
Fast hands by Maxey, snatching that ball and setting up the break.
In the corner, Moody with it. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the 76ers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Tyrese Maxey.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
Here's Embiid.
Put this on Twitch.
Me family, we don't do recruiting. Everybody around me, they no telling who. Tell promoters book me, we gon' come and make a movie. All my friends got me riding with the. Got some on the way. Told Brody went to and he lost, and they gave him all day. Collect card, pick it up, feel him smiling through the phone. Told me keep my feet on these till he come home. You know it's on. If we locked in, ain't no switching up. Brody came home. Went to pick him up. My man's I'm riding with a picture of. Shoot back to the crib. Went to track hard. Got it tinted up. Caught him up. Now he in a. Ain't no falling off. I done put 2 million up. Ain't no falling off. I done put 2 million up.
I watch the moon all the time thinking about you. I watched the moon tonight and it was red. I wanna live together till we dead. I tell myself that I can change. Remind myself to not complain. But our love is not the same. But our love got too much headroom. Thinking about my relationships that didn't even last. What I didn't get out of them, I swear that I'm trying to get it up about you. You let me go and now I feel so light blue. I'm by myself and I'm just staring at the red moon. I'm by myself and I'm just staring at the red moon. The red, shades like seasons. You tell me that you leave on. You go right now, then I ain't breathe on. She's on my mind all the time. I must be blind, I can't even read the signs. She said stop crying and get used to the try.
Ooh, he go Lakers. Okay.
Yeah. You know, all I ever had was a dream. Let's talk about it. Young rapper, big dream, little apartment. A hyena, eat a beat straight to the carcass. All I need is one mic, I'm on my nine. Bend down, stay down, out the garage with it. Turn nothing into something, made a collage with it. Audacious, pop up, I'm moving confident. True statement, 4 words, ain't nothing stopping this. Rhyme spitter, young critter, get your binoculars. Up and coming, this ain't pop, I'm not popular. Breath of fresh air, I spray like I'm Banaka. Sanitize, stay in the cut like I'm a doctor. Hammer time, can't you hear this verse popping, locking? Put it simply, I got the juice like I'm Cochran. Minute Maid, critter put this juice in a carton. A dime and a nickel turn this bargain into margins. My mind racing, got potential, God forbid that I ever waste it. Overthinking, silent killer, don't die waiting. God knows it's harder to grow, procrastinating. Got so much love for this game, it's annihilating. I ain't even rapping no more, these conversations. Get it off the muscle, don't matter how much the weight is. Gotta get some hustle, cause talent don't always make it. Even if it's late, don't matter because I paid it. Even if you hate, don't matter because you played it. I remember teachers saying I wouldn't make it. Now they in the bleachers at every graduation. Different stages. Gradually we elevating, motivation, hard work and dedication, life lessons, ain't no better education.
Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Greg, we've got 2 of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
An effortless finish from Halliburton. The defense has to be more aware down low.
Pass to Reeves. The 3 for Doncic. The rebound by Turner. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Hayes. Back to Reeves. Here's LeBron. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup.
Look, the moment he gets it anywhere near the hoop, look, it is over. Just too much strength, too much touch, either hand.
Here's Nemo. A three off the mark.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Now, here's Halliburton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
They don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Halliburton with it. He's picked up by Doncic. A nice shot by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. Just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Siakam, that's good.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow. Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them.
This for my city, this for my city, this for the town, this for the town, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown, this for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them, I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city, I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, 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 this for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them, I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city, I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, you know how we on it, they know how we coming. Visit my city, we thank you for coming. We party at night and go home in the morning. Shorty is watching, she know that I'm on her. Got me excited, she know that I want her. Tell me your price, she want me to spoil her. She don't like rappers, she only ballers. This for the city, this for the boroughs. They saying that I'm the Tupac of my borough. We had to get it, we had to hustle. Couldn't just sit and watch our family struggle. See me outside, they know that I'm thorough. Never been weak, it had to be muscle. I'm from a city that nobody trusts you. Get money so even your haters will love you. This for my city, this for my city, this for the town, this for the town, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown, this for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them, I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city, I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, 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 this for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them, I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city, I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city, this for the that live in my city. This is for Ricky. Soon as you step in the city, you notice who rep in the city. Stay in my city, never do play with my city, cause that ain't okay in my city. Flying, babies is mothers is crying, pray for my city. Look how we move, standing on business. All of these shoes, you never gonna miss us. Riding farms with that if I like her, I'm probably gonna. This for the city, this for the ones that ain't make it. Screaming out. we made it. Feel we the greatest. Show 'em we nothing to play with and give them a reason to hate it. This for my city. This for my city. This for the town. This for the town. This for the win. This for the win. This for the crown. This for the crown. This for my homies and brothers. They know that I love them. I got them. I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty. You come to my city. I promise. I'll show you around. This for my city. 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 This for my homies and brothers. They know that I love them. I got them. I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty. You come to my city. I promise. I'll show you around. This for my city. This for my city. You know how we on it. They know how we coming. This is my city. We thank you for coming. We party at night. Go home in the morning. This for my city. This for my city. This for my city. We thank you for coming. We thank you for coming. We thank you for coming. We thank you for coming.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Here's Brunson. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
With the drive, the Knicks pull it in. Inside. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Towns, really powerful.
Brunson with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Here's Brunson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Brunson's got his second basket of the game.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Got it.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. 4-point game. McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value utility guy.
Outside for Randall. The shot's good.
Boy, down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
Now here's Brunson. Towns down low. Here's Anunoby. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Dillingham. Cranked it in off the glass. Dillingham's got 6.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. From the wing. Second chance effort. Now here's Anunoby. Over McDaniels. Anunoby can't get it to go.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And New York has possession. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch, and we discussed Mikal Bridges. Coach said Mikal creates a lot of problems with his movement off the ball. He keeps the defense on its toes. We can't allow him to get into a rhythm. And he also praised Bridges' on-ball defense. He'll be the focus of their game plan tonight. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Now here's Brunson. Off target at the rim. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The kick out to Edwards. They set the pick. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Gobert. Oh, nice! Big finish!
The 7-footer plus Rudy Gobert goes up and makes it hurt coming down.
Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns. The Timberwolves trail. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Randall. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Connects from downtown. Dillingham's got 10. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Over Dillingham. Here's Towns. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
And, you know, you got multiple options with this guy coming out of the screen. He can go pick and pop on you. He can go pick and roll. Towns can hurt you either way.
Here's Brunson. Can't connect from 14. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. 8 points in the quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball?
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, BA. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the official.
Anunoby on the wing. Back to Brunson. Towns on a screen. 5 on the clock.
He'll challenge any defender. Brunson going right after it inside.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, BA. That's the name of their fan base. And yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
The shot by Conley, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Brunson up top. 6 points for him. Takes one from 10 feet. And he hits the jumper. Brunson's got 8.
The lefty getting it to go. Jalen Brunson once again.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Randall can't hit. New York leading by 3. To the inside. Downs. And he can't jam it through. Randall, good.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Bridges. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt. And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Down low. Here's Towns. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 10.
They force in close. When Towns smells that rim, he goes right to it.
Substitution.
New York with the ball. 3-point lead. And here's Brunson from the arc. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Pass to Robinson. Outside Hart. Brunson up top. Give him 8 points now. Can't connect from 14. Here's Edwards. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Bridges. Here's Brunson. Nice D from Reed. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And Anunoby pulls it down. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine his work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. You know, about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. Reed sets a screen. Edwards with it, and it's Robinson picking him up to the paint. Here's McDaniels, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Substitution on court.
Knicks leading by 5. Right side, Brunson. Outside Hart. Back to Brunson. Wide open. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more. For 3, DiVincenzo. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. New York out in front. Up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Timberwolves trail by 4. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Minnesota shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Here's Brunson. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Just 4 to shoot. Hart with it. Kicks it out Towns. From behind the arc. Reed with the rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Clark. Outside, Alexander Walker for the lead. And it's good on the lay-in. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Oh, and Reed with a block. DiVincenzo with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Here's Dillingham. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And now a 3-point Minnesota lead.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted. And that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
Clark right side. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Dillon. Here's Minot. Just 5 on the clock. He takes it in. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Minneapolis. Here's Brunson. Brunson inside with the finish.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Here's Dillingham. That shot missing. Hard with the defensive effort. Towns down low. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Tell you what, going end to end, Towns may not always look like he's moving fast, but he's gobbling up some ground in a hurry. And some of that is his stride. That fella's got some big feet, too.
Pass to Dillingham. To end the run. Clock at 6. And the layup is good. Dillingham's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's not easy to work the ball inside of this league, but they've done it all night.
Back to Brunson. Brunson, so confident at the rim.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
The kick out to Ingles. 4-3. Knocks down the triple.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Brunson with it. And Clark picks him up defensively. High arcing shot. Brunson misses. The Timberwolves trail. .56 seconds left in the third quarter. Stolen by Bridges. And now the Knicks on the break. Knicks keep it alive. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact. Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Back to Towns. Fires the three. Rebound Minnesota.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the middle. Clark. The three. DiVincenzo. Drains the triple. DiVincenzo's got 6.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Yes! Great focus to hit from Brunson.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Conley. He's off on the layup. Towns way outside. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Again, the miss by Towns.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
And here's Edwards. Now Gobert. The rebound by Bridges. Here's Hart. There's the drive. And it's in there.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Pass to Gobert. That one is off. Good work defensively by Towns. And stolen by Gobert. Back to Randall. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Back to Daniels. Pass to Gobert. Strong finish by Gobert.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
Here's Brunson outside. It's not going to go for him. Here's Edwards. Driving inside. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Outside Hart. The three is up. There's a screen. Down low. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Outside Edwards. Out to DiVincenzo. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul. Ready for the Wolves.
Brunson assertive on the take. Comes up empty down low. To take the lead. And Edwards with the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Back to Towns. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Towns on a screen. Brunson with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. And Brunson gets it to go.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Dillingham. Randall outside. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Brunson. Now here's Towns. Checked by Randall. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. From in close. And the basket by Towns.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards just pulling his way inside.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
On the break. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Here's Brunson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
There's no debate there. He got him. Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Here's Dillingham. On the take. Money.
And talk about stepping up in a big way. Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Towns.
Yeah! Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
Here's Edwards. And he sinks it. 27 seconds left to the 4th quarter.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor. It's not over yet.
Back to Hart. Brunson taking his time here. To the paint. And stolen by Edwards. And they committed an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock. Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul. Either way, they got to score the ball.